Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Live from the JNF Alexander Moss High School in Israel radio station, sponsored by Giselle and Eli Ben-Dor. Welcome to our main campus here in Hod HaSharon, Israel. And today we welcome a very special guest, Anne Greenspoon, Associate Director of the Israel Advocacy and Education Department at JNF USA. And welcome to Israel.
So excited to be here. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here. And you actually didn't arrive just today, right? You've been here now for some time. When did you get to Israel?
Been here a week. I just spent the last week with 75 alternative winter break students, participants from across the United States.
Wow.
Who came to work a week of community service in Israel.
Amazing. So these are college students?
College students, 18 to 24.
Wow.
Some of them have been on the program before. Some of them first time for our community service program, but they've been to Israel, and 3 students who were brand new to Israel. They had never been here.
So they take their free time where they might otherwise go on vacation somewhere in the south of the U.S. or somewhere else, and instead they come to Israel to work.
Exactly. They're literally the cream of the crop.
Amazing. Why do you think they make such a decision? Instead of going to Cancun, Mexico, they come to get their hands all muddy in southern Israel.
They love Israel. They love Israel and want to do anything they can. And this program offers them a different opportunity than Birthright or any of the other trips they've been on, where predominantly it's been a tourist trip. This one, they go to one part of Israel. So we were in the Negev desert, and they learn all about the people who live in the Negev, and they work at different projects, a different thing every day. And they have an opportunity to work the land, to hear from the people who live here, to show their support and see Israel from a different perspective.
So it's interesting because a lot of people will say that the next generation is spoiled and is all about, the iPhone, iPad. It's about me, and not about the collective. What do you think it is about this opportunity that people want to, forget about going on vacation and hanging out with a cocktail on the beach of some sea, but come here and really get their hands dirty? What is it about this?
It's still a vacation for them.
Okay.
Although the days are very long. And, it's still a social experience. They're getting to know new people. Each of the groups, they didn't know each other before they came. And they get to meet Israelis and see how Israelis are living. They hopefully get good weather, although we had a couple of not so good days this week. But it didn't matter because this was their vacation experience. And they're very idealistic. They love Israel. They want to know more about Israel. They want to be a part of Israel. They want to be a part of the dream. They want to be a part of JNF, and they know that JNF is doing everything from Israel. Everywhere we went, they're like, it was another JNF project. They now know that Israel is powered by JNF. Powered by JNF, indeed. JNF USA is powering almost everything happening here, and it's amazing. You talk about being a part of the dream. You're referring to the Zionist dream? Absolutely, the Zionist dream. So what is Zionism to you, if you don't mind me asking? Putting you on the spot. No, absolutely. No, Jews have a homeland in Israel, and that we have the right and the ability and that we're here. Amazing. And that people fought very hard. Our ancestors fought very hard so that we can be here. That's right. We stand on the shoulders of our ancestors to see that much further into the future. Yep. And to be a part of the realization of our people's dream. How wonderful is that, right? It's amazing. Absolutely. And JNF is enabling this generation and future generations to realize that dream through their hands. Making a difference with their feet, if you will. Abraham Joshua Heschel talked about praying with his feet when he marched down in Selma. So here we're literally walking with our feet on the ground, standing atop the shoulders of our ancestors. It's amazing. Tell me, while you were here, there was some terror attack took place in Tel Aviv and some uneasiness. How did the participants react to this? Did they feel insecure? Did they want to go home? Were their parents calling to bring them back home? What was the reaction? We had not one call from a parent. We were in the south, so we were pretty much removed from Tel Aviv. Most of them knew about it before I did because of social media. It happened on Friday afternoon, and they saw it on their news feeds and so forth. We asked each of them to please just call their parents and let them know they were safe. But it didn't change our itinerary at all. We tried to be a little bit proactive. Before they came, safety and security is obviously our very first priority. We had 2 guards on every bus, but really except for yesterday when we were in Jerusalem, we were in very remote parts of Israel, all over the south, at farms and at different communities, and at a kibbutz with security around it. So really
everybody felt safe and secure, and you didn't
100%.
feel that you needed to take away from the program experience as a result of any sort of
Not
security
one thing.
precaution. That's
Absolutely
amazing.
not.
That's so great to hear. Really, it is, because what our friends and supporters overseas may hear is very different than what is actually happening here on the ground.
Absolutely.
And that's an important message we need to send out there, that it is safe, it is secure, and when you're coming on such a program like Alternative Break through JNF and every other JNF program, I mean, we just wrapped up the Caravan for Democracy trip, right? I mean, we had how many participants on this program?
39 participants.
39 participants, non-Jewish, student university leaders, who all came with their preconceived notions of what they believe Israel is, to just get here and realize that they were wrong.
Absolutely.
That Israel is a democratic state for all its people. And while they may see Israel through headlines, they actually got to also experience it on the ground, meeting real people from the various sectors of the Israeli society.
Absolutely. And for this particular program, it's so important also because these students on college campuses are hearing a lot of lies about Israel. They don't know what to believe. And for them to see it themselves and then be able to take that information back to their campuses, the students who came on the trip are change makers. They're leaders in student government and college newspapers and the Greek life, whatever, in various different ways. So they're going to come back to their campus and be able to talk about their experiences in their organizations. They're going to be able to stand up when somebody says, I don't like Israel. Israel doesn't believe in human rights. They don't treat the Palestinians right. They're going to be able to say, you know what? I saw it for them myself. And it's not true.
That's right.
That's not true.
That's right.
And you need to open your eyes and see it for yourself too, and be able to go.
Right.
And not only that is they're going to graduate from college and go off. And if they're leaders on college campuses, they're going to be leaders in their communities, in business, in government. They're our future leaders. And it's so important that they have that opportunity to see the real Israel and not the Israel through the lies and through the media on their campuses.
That's phenomenal. You talk about future leaders. You know, JNF is not just about the present tense. It's not about sending these groups to Israel, right, to have just a good time and enjoy themselves. This is really about impacting future generations.
Absolutely.
Because what we're talking about, if you take, for example, the Caravan for Democracy, these are non-Jewish student leaders. They can be ultimately tomorrow's senators, congressmen, maybe even a president among our alumni. How wonderful would that be if you had a CFD alumnus or alumna who turns out to be president of the United States? But these are potential cultural icons, business people. So in fact, what JNF is doing is influencing or impacting the future. Not just about the future for the Jewish people, but we're talking about, even broader than that, we're talking about U.S.-Israel relations.
Yes.
Do you want to talk a little bit about some of the goals that perhaps you guys are dreaming about setting for the department, for the Israel Advocacy and Education Department? Where do you want to go with all these amazing programs? Of course, if there's anything stopping you, it's probably money.
Always the first thing.
The more money you have, the more of an impact you can make, but that takes time. And I think that JNF, the Israel Advocacy Education Department, is really on that cusp of breaking through and making an even greater impact.
Very true. We, on the college campuses, we see so much anti-Israel things that we're expanding our networks on college campuses. What we're trying to do is bring that positive Israel message. We're not about the politics of whether Israel has the right to be here. We're not about how Israel is treating the Palestinians. We're all about how is Israel a positive place, all these innovations, all these things that have happened in Israel and been developed in Israel, and also not just how are they using these things to make the world a better place. We know that there's all these things, innovations in water and technology, and Israel's not keeping it for themselves. Israel's giving it out and letting the rest of the world using it and helping other places. So we're trying to bring that message to college campuses. We're bringing speakers and movies and innovation fairs and opportunities to travel to Israel. We want as many college students to understand what is going on positively in Israel, as well as the JNF message. So JNF is not just about blue boxes, and it's not just about trees. JNF is all over Israel for the good in many different areas. People don't know that. People if they know about JNF, they know about the trees. So we're trying to bring that message. We have a Campus Fellows program that we started. This is our second cohort of Campus Fellows this year. This year, for the first time, we had a college summit. We brought almost 250 college students to our JNF National Conference in
250
Chicago.
college students?
Yes.
Who made their time, took away from their partying time, if you will, to come to the JNF National Conference. That is intent. That's amazing. Tremendous.
And they had a phenomenal time. You know what? Everyone said thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for letting me be a part of this. I never felt so
amazing.
Happy to be Jewish and so happy to be an Israel supporter the United States.
Amazing. You know, it's very, very important that we get the word out because today's battle is being fought on college campuses. Am I right?
Yes, absolutely right.
The hearts and minds of our next generation are being tainted with poison and lies about the realities of this part of the world and what Israel is really doing. You talked about sharing technology and innovation, literally being a light unto the nations. And you, JNF, and your Israel Advocacy and Education Department is on that front line of the battle. How wonderful is that? Enabling our students to not just be spectators as history comes by, but to be active participants in shaping our future and destiny. And thank you so much for your time here with us.
It
was an honor and a privilege to have you on campus and on our radio station. Ladies and gentlemen, Ann Greenspoon, Associate Director of the Israel Advocacy and Education Department, making our world better and helping our students find their place in that chain of Jewish continuity and Israel connectivity. We brought to you live from the JNF Alexander Mos High School in Israel radio station here in Hod HaSharon, Israel. God bless and Am Yisrael Chai.
Am Yisrael Chai. Thank you, Leo.